और साडी शान देखो मान सम्मान देखो पंजाबी मुंडे जिवें खड़ी है चट्टान देखो साडी पहचान देखो गंगा मैदान देखो कोके समय बैरी किन्ने ने हैरान देखो ये मजाल बैरी मूरे आके खंगे केड़ा जिथे तू रहना अपा देश यंदा है गडेरा दिला जो वैम कटो झूठे दिला से चढ़ो शाने पंजाब ताड़ी नगरी दा लांदा गेड़ा.
So I don't know even where to start this week. Once again, this week is one of those weeks. There's just nothing to say. There's just just one of those things. It's just nothing to say. It's just I can't even say anything.
All you can really say is 2024.
Yeah, this is one of those things. So we're gonna get started from. Let's get started from Raw, where it all started, because this all connects to everything. It all started from Monday Night Raw. That was this was weird. So Monday Night Raw was a thing, and a lot of stuff happened. So I saw a dumb take, which is like the Freakazoids, the AEW Freakazoids, that's their name. They have a name. They came up with this thing, and they literally was like, oh, Monday Night Raw is just nothing but repeat shows. Every week it's the same show. Every week it's the same show. It's never anything different. And like 5 people was like, under there was like, what are you talking about? Like, not every show has been the same. And like, no, it's been the same. Every show is literally the same. Like, you tune in and it's just the same show every week. It's like, no, it's not. Like that one stretch from November, like from, I think it was like from August to November, it was all leading up to fucking War Games. And yes, every show was damn near the same. It was damn near the same fucking show every fucking week. Yes, that was. It was, and we kept saying the only reason they were doing that because it was War Games. It was the same fucking show. Now, over the last couple of months, it's been different shows. Like, they've been drastically different every episode. None of the episodes felt the same. And I'm just like, why are you just complaining about this? It's like, no, it's the same. It's like, what are you talking about? And another thing, I swear to God, if you get on the internet and you say, call WWE the Fed, I hate you more than your life. I hate you more than your mother hates you. I hate you more than everybody in your family that doesn't say shit to you. I hate you more than every female that you ever tried to talk to. I hate you because they are not the Fed. They haven't been the Fed for over 20 years. They haven't been the Fed as long as you've been alive. So you should never get on the internet and say, oh, the Fed fans are the Fed. Every time you say the Fed, the first thing pops into my mind is the fucking FBI. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Every time they say, oh, I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, who did? And then I have to remember, it's these dumb fucking idiot-ass fans that called WWE the Fed. It's every time you say that, you sound so fucking dumb and so idiotic. Like, why the fuck do you, like, it's so stupid. You're, like, you have an idiot brain, and I hate you. I literally hate you. Like, I'm not going to dwell on the fans anymore. It's like, I just hate you guys. Like, being associated with you, it's just like, I'm going to yell at you guys more later, but being associated with you, just being in the wrestling community, makes me fucking sick when I see people like this on the fucking internet. It's like, you are an idiot. Like, you are an idiot. You are a fucking idiot, and I hate you. Like, you make wrestling so toxic, and you make it just like, you make being a wrestling fan just makes me hate myself because you make it so unbearable. Like, it's so stupid. It's just so fucking stupid. I'm just gonna stop my rant there because it's gonna be a longer rant later and just go back to fucking Raw. So it started off with Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre says exactly what I said last week. when Drew McIntyre said, I screwed myself out of that title match. He was like, but also it's Damian Priest's fault. And I'm like, how the fuck is it Damian Priest's fault? And then when he explained how it was Damian Priest's fault, because all Damian Priest had to do was wait for him to win the match, and then Damian Priest could have cashed in. But Damian Priest tried to cash in before that. So Damian Priest distracted him, and that's what got him off of his game. And I'm like,
that is a good point.
like once again, this is one of the times where I'm like, Drew McIntyre is right. He's right. Like, he hasn't said anything wrong. He's like one of the fucking bad guys that literally has said everything right, and you're like, well, how am I supposed to be mad at you? Like, you said everything right. Like, there's nothing. You haven't said anything wrong. Like, what the fuck? Like, I totally fucking agree with you.
At this point, I don't even consider him a villain because he's the truth speaker.
Yes. And then he hit the hot button of CM Punk. And then CM Punk came out. And I lie to you not, every real wrestling fan literally at that same time when they came face to face was like, I didn't know I needed this match. I didn't know I needed this. And it's like, this was the same thing when Hook and Samoa Joe like got announced, when every wrestling fan just immediately was like, I didn't know I needed this. Like, this is something I want now. Like, I can't go back. Like, this has to happen. And that's the same thing with the CM Punk and Drew thing. And they just went back and forth. Drew basically said maybe he should just leave for 9 years and come back and get all the adulation of the CM Punk. And then he basically broke down how CM Punk back in the day used to say he was a leader. And he was like, at that time, I needed a leader. He was like, Randy was dealing with his villains, so his demons, so he couldn't help me. And you weren't dealing with demons. You just were a demon. And it pissed Punk off where he was like, I'm not the demon. He'd be like, but when I'm pissed off, I'm Satan himself. And like, I was like, okay. They went back and forth, like trading verbal jabs, and I'm not gonna lie, I think Drew won this one. I think Drew won it. Okay?
I was gonna say a tie.
No, I think Drew won this one. So they're basically setting up for a feud eventually. Now, with that said, something came out over the last 28 hours. And like, I had no idea this happened. And this was so under the radar that nobody knew it happened unless you just happened to be plugged into randomness. Because, so I was like just on rap Twitter, and I just was looking, and DJ Woo Kid had an interview, and I was like, oh, he had an interview, and I thought like, oh, he's going to talk about some G-Unit stuff and like what he's doing now and what happened with the crew. I'm like, all right, let me tune in. And the first comment I saw under there was like, I didn't know that tuning into this, I would find out what happened at Brawl Out. I was like, the fuck are you talking about? I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, I felt like that was the first comment I seen under the video. I was like, the fuck is he talking about? So I started listening to the video, and like, I'm still reading the comments, and like 10 people are talking about Brawl Out. I'm like, the fuck, like, what the fuck did DJ Woo Kid? And then I remembered, I was like, oh shit, DJ Woo Kid was there at Wembley Stadium. He was there. And DJ Woo Kid basically said, like, I didn't know wrestling got down like that. And he basically said, he didn't say exactly what happened, but he said it was a fight. Some people got bloody. Somebody got fucked up. And then this Hawaiian dude said, yo, this is our moment. We need to get back to this shit, and we need to go out there and fucking wrestle. And the funny part was, I heard about the Samoa Joe telling CM Punk, yo, cut this shit out. We need to get out there and wrestle. This is our moment. And when Woo Kid said that happened, I was like, okay, so that lines up. But he also said that somebody got their ass whooped. Somebody got their ass whooped and was bleeding. And from what it sounds like he was trying to say, but he didn't say in so many words, he kind of was saying with the kind of little speculation that had been going around that Punk was trying to leave and he used this little fight as an advantage. Because from what Wu Kid said, this had been brewing for a while. He said this has been brewing between the two of them for a while, and it just right at that moment, it was just like boom, like you shut it off, and it was over. And Punk was like, "Yo, I don't fucking need this. I don't fucking need this company. I don't need none of this." And it was like, "Oh wow, he was really trying to get out. He was pissed off. He was pissed off."
I'm out of here type of shit.
So when he said that line about being Satan himself and then finding out what Wu Kid was saying, I kind of believe he really is Satan himself sometimes. Like, yeah. Cause like that was not what I was expecting. Like that's what I mean about 2024. This has just been like so fucking random that on a fucking podcast with DJ Wu Kid, he just fucking brings out what happened in Brawl Out. It's like, what? Like, what the fuck? Like, where did that come from? Where the fuck did that come from?
That feels random as shit.
So random. It was like completely random. But yeah, like, I want to see Drew versus Punk. I want to see it.
Yes.
That's on my 2024 card. So then we had Judgment Day come out. Finn Balor's getting ready for a match. And they do this new thing, which they haven't done in WWE. I don't think they've ever done this in WWE. I think they've done this like maybe I don't even think they did it in AEW. But Ciampa's walking to the ring and Ciampa's cutting a promo on his way to the ring, all the way to the curtain, and then he just comes out for the match. And I'm like, wait a minute, they haven't done that before. Like, that's new. So
I feel like both companies have done it before, but it's rare. Like, it's one of those, like, if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it. Because I swear I've seen that before.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's happened in AEW. I don't remember it happening in WWE. Because like that is like not a Kevin Dunn Vince thing. That's like something that they would never do. So when it was done, it's like, yeah, this is like very rare. And like everybody who saw it was like, that's different. Like that's different for WWE. Like they should keep doing this. I'm like, yeah, no, I agree. So this is all leading up to DIY getting their tag team title match because it's Finn versus Ciampa, and Finn loses to Ciampa, which sets up a tag team title match. And the stuff that happens next week, it was like it was so illogical, but it's logical at the same time because like it plays into something later on, and it's like, wait, but okay, but that shouldn't have happened, didn't they? But okay, it's like it explains itself eventually. Like it explains itself, and you're like, oh, that does make sense, but it doesn't, and it is what it is. So then we get Becky Lynch in the back, and Becky Lynch she's mad that she lost to Nia, but she's going to win the Royal Rumble, and she's going to become number one contender, and she's going to beat Rhea. And it's like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, like, all right. I mean, I don't think Becky's winning the Rumble. I'm just put it like that. I don't think Becky's winning the Rumble.
Same.
Like, my money right now is on Bayley winning the Rumble and challenging Io. That's what my money's on right now.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because like that feels like the most logical progression for the Rumble winner. Anybody else would just be like out of left field and different, but okay. And so then they show both tag teams for the women's tag team championship match later on. They're both warming up. And like once again, it's like I don't know if they were using different cameras also, but it looked different backstage when they were warming up. It's like, oh, that's different. It's like more vibrant and weird looking. It's like, okay, cool. So then we had a match that was like, okay, what the fuck? I literally screamed, what the fuck, like 10 times in this match. And the explanation in this match was literally like something that needed to be said. And it's like, okay, this is logical. Like, this is very logical. So it's fucking Ludwig Kaiser versus Kofi Kingston. And Ludwig's mad and he's beating the shit out of Kofi. And you're like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, all right. Then just like they both get counted out. You're like, oh shit. And then they just keep brawling. You're like, okay. And Ludwig throws a chair and it hits Kofi right in the face. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, that was crazy. It hit him right in the face. So
he fucked him up.
He did. He fucked him up real bad. And then when he fucked him up, he just kept beating his ass and he threw him on the fucking steps. He threw him on the fucking steps and fucked him up. So he just left him there. And as he's walking away and they're separating him, he just goes, you gave my partner head trauma, so I'm going to give you head trauma. And it's like, okay, you know what? That's logical. That's very fucking logical. And Ludwig runs away from the fucking security, comes all the way back around, and drop kicks Kofi Kingston's head into the steps. Now Kofi's fucked up. That was great. Like, that was great. That was vicious and great, and I loved it.
Yeah, it was awesome. 2 questions about this. One having to do with this situation, and the second one, it's like sidebar type shit. The first one, do you think this is going to bring, like in storyline at least, bring Ludwig and Giovanni back together? Because remember, they were beefing for a minute.
Okay, so here's the thing about that, right? It's like the thing between them is like 1 minute they're beefing, 1 minute they're back together, 1 minute they're beefing, 1 minute they're back together. So it's like it's kind of an ebbs and flows thing with them. Yes, it's going to bring them completely back together. And what was your second point? Your question?
Oh, the second question, like, it has nothing to do with nothing. What do you think about Kofi's new gear? Because I hate it.
I mean,
like, he looks like he's wearing boxing trunks and shit.
I mean, that's like the funny part is Grayson Waller wears the same exact thing. I don't
like him on Kofi.
Yeah, it's just so the only reason I'm just like, all right, I'm cool with it because Woods is out for whatever disclosed injury he has. Because I don't know what it is. It's a disclosed injury. He's out.
Yeah.
So Kofi's just running by himself, so he can look however he wants instead of like having the cool New Day gear. And it's like,
yeah.
I'm good with that. So
I don't know. I don't like it, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I
just wanted your opinion on that.
Yeah, I'm just indifferent because like it's just him being solo until the New Day back together. So it's like, it's not gonna last that long.
Yeah, it's not important.
Yeah. So then we had Michael Cole interview Nia Jax. And Nia's talking about how she's the most dominant woman, blah, 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 whatever. And then Rhea Ripley comes out. So she basically says, I'm going to win the Royal Rumble and I'm going to go to WrestleMania and challenge Rhea Ripley. And I was like, that's not happening. So in my mind, I started running where and how this would work. And this makes more sense than ever for it to start right now. Here's what's going to happen. Nia's going to lose. Nia's going to lose the Royal Rumble. This is starting the main event. Oh, well, not the main event. Well, the second main event of Perth, Australia. Elimination Chamber. Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. Now, if you get hyped for this match right now because they're two dominant people right now, you think that they're going to go to WrestleMania. Wrong, because Becky and Rhea is a WrestleMania plan. So what does that leave for Nia? Nia tries to stop Becky from getting the world title match by going against Rhea, and also she thinks she can beat Rhea. Now, she's super dominant. She's beat the shit out of everybody. Now she gets to take on Rhea in Rhea's hometown when Rhea comes back as defending champion, gets this massive ovation against somebody that you think can beat her at her hometown. Rhea beats Nia, and it's this huge explosion. Australia, blah, blah, blah. Perfect. The story writes itself. So,
yeah, that's actually an amazing fucking story now that you broke it down. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's why I was like, yeah, and I'm not even mad at that. I'm like, that's perfectly fine. I'm good with that. Then once again, they hype up The Rock being there last week, and you know, it is what it is. It's The Rock. He's back. Don't know when he's gonna do his thing, and don't know where he's gonna do his thing. Just know his thing is gonna get done. And people are already talking about the 10 conspiracy. And I know you're like, what the fuck is a 10 conspiracy? It's a 10 conspiracy. You know, WrestleMania 20, WrestleMania 30. We're going into WrestleMania 40. And if you have no idea, it's a three-way. The Rock and Cody. Everybody's talking about the conspiracy. And I'm like, I don't think it's going to be a conspiracy. I think it's just going to be a one-on-one. And that's it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So speaking of conspiracy, like Cody's in the back and he's doing an interview and he gets jumped by Nakamura because they have a match later on and they separate them. But, you know, it was funny because it was different. It was like, all right, you got attacked in the back. All right, cool. So then we had the women's tag team match for the tag team titles, the TikTok Toxic Tag Team versus Piper Niven and Chelsea Green.
Why did you do that? They don't let her do that. Why did you do that?
I don't know. I don't know. So the match was like, okay, Piper and Chelsea are about to get the tag titles back, but TikTok Toxic Tag Team distract Piper. Piper did the Vader bomb to Chelsea by accident, and they wound up getting a pin and keeping the title. I mean, I didn't quite see them losing the titles. And like they were like every women's tag team in the back just sitting there waiting for like, hey, we won our shots too. And it's like, yeah, so why they won't give them shots? Like the division is completely stacked, and it's time for like more challengers than just Piper and Chelsea.
And you have people who actually care about one, the company, two, this division. So why not just do it? You know what I mean? Pull the trigger on some of them. Have the way go for it.
Yeah, and wait,
that'll be a good match.
That's the funny part is like you only see the Raw side of it. There's the Kabuki Warriors and the Curse. It's like so many other tag teams on SmackDown that also could go for it. So
and then on top of that, the NXT.
Yeah. So it's like you don't like
Ivy Nile and what's her face? Well, there will be a mixed brand. Ivy Nile. Well, no, she's SmackDown now, right? Like that's official.
Ivy Nile is on Raw. Her and Maxine are on Raw.
Maxine, okay, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
But NXT does have tag teams too that they could go for too. So.
Yeah. So then we had this funny ass video package with R-Truth in the Judgment Day. This was so good. It had everybody laughing. Like this was so fucking good. And Truth just kept putting itself in all of these positions with Judgment Day. And like one was even him as the baby Judgment Day. And then he said, I love everybody, even Tom and Nick. I never met Tom or Nick, but I know they both in the Judgment Day. And then they cut to the back, and the first thing you see is fucking Damian Priest laughing, and Dominic is trying his best to stay normal. Dom is trying his best to stay normal, but Dom keeps breaking because it was so damn funny. And Finn, the only reason Finn did not break is because Finn has this ice pack on his face, so he just keeps it up to his face to stop him from laughing. It is just the fucking craziest thing.
Did you notice Baby him had a beard?
Yes.
That was the best part.
It was so funny. So Rhea says, you guys got to get rid of this problem. Like, you have to fix this problem. So Priest is like, all right, next week we're going to fix this problem. He's like, all right, but you guys need to get rid of DIY. He was like, all right, so I got an idea. Dom and JD are going to take on DIY next week. But here's the thing, Rhea. Why don't you worry about Nia Jax? And she's like, I got this. I got this. And she just walks off angrily. It's like, okay, there's more dissension there. I don't like it, but, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, it's okay. Like, it's like the fucking bloodline. Nothing lasts forever, you know? Good things come to an end.
That's not what I mean. I just don't like it because, like, it doesn't feel like the story is going to go in a fun, attractive way for me. Like, that's why I don't like it, because it's not going to go attractive for me, because what I think is going to happen is, like, JD is going to wind up getting kicked out because of R-Truth. Like, something is going to happen with him and R-Truth, and he's going to wind up getting kicked out because of R-Truth. And they're just, like, going to break up the team, and that's how he goes off on his own to start his whole world title thing. And it's like, I don't like it because they'll probably turn him face in between, and it's like, I don't like that. I like heel Damian, but face Damian, whatever. I guess.
Face Damian was kind of boring in my opinion, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, I guess, but like, we'll see. So then we have JD versus The Miz with Dom out there. And Truth comes out, and Truth is just like still part of the Judgment Day. And he distracts JD, and The Miz gets to win. And it's like,
did you catch the one part? Like, they're yelling at Truth. He's like, I'm cheering for you, dog. But the whole time he's cheering for The Miz.
Yeah. And here's the funniest part about this, and like we've said this before, and everybody else has said the same thing. How the fuck does Triple H have us cheering for the fucking Miz? Like, this is impossible. Like, no one cheers for the Miz. Like, this is impossible. Why are we cheering for Miz? Why is Miz getting cheered in 2024? What is happening?
And that's the funny part. I'm a Miz fan, but I rarely like on his side, and I'm a Miz fan. So you're absolutely right about that. How?
This is so weird. This is so fucking weird. I'm at a complete baffled loss with this. It's like, why? But it's Triple H and his fucking weird ass booking. It's like, how did you do this?
He's the King of Kings.
So then we get the most controversial segment on Monday Night Raw. We get Seth Rollins out here. And Seth Rollins is talking about Drew and how he needs to go on to the next thing and defend his title somewhere, and shit needs to go. And he said, "Who you want me to defend the title against?" And people start chanting CM Punk, and he's like, "That guy's never getting a title shot." So, like, as soon as he said that, I'm like, "Yeah, it's 100%. He's winning the fucking Royal Rumble. He's winning the Rumble." Okay.
I laughed a little too hard at that comment.
Yeah, like, Punk is definitely winning the Rumble. They're going to WrestleMania. That's signed, sealed, and delivered. So all of a sudden, Jinder Mahal comes out. And it's so fucking funny because Jinder comes out and the first thing Seth is like, what the fuck is he doing out here? Seth is like, the fuck? Like, he even takes off his glasses. He's like, the fuck is he doing out here? And he has his face like, what the fuck is he doing out here? Who the fuck? Like, huh? Like, he literally's like, huh? Like, what the fuck? Like, who? Huh? He's literally fucked up. Like, what the fuck? So,
it was fucking weird.
Jinder starts talking, and Jinder's like, yo, he was like, yo, I deserve a title shot. And Steph's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't deserve a title shot. He was like, yo, I went toe-to-toe with The Rock last week. And he's like, that doesn't make you number one contender. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then Jinder starts going, yo, I beat Randy Orton. I beat one of the greatest of all times for the world championship. I'm like, dog, I forgot you beat Randy Orton. Like, I know you beat Shinsuke, but I forgot you beat Randy Orton for the title. I was like, oh, shit. Like I remember him having a title. I just don't remember him beating Orton for the title. That's the crazy part. I was lost.
I agree. For the life of me, I could never remember who he beat for the title.
Yeah. And then he basically said something that, like, made me mad because, like, I saw this picture earlier in the day, and it made me mad. He was like, the last time we fought, you beat me for the title, but this time I'm going to beat you for the title. And, like, it made me mad because I was like, that's true, but this is, like, literally almost 10 years of a storyline because the last time they fought in the finals of the NXT tournament, the first NXT tournament for the championship, the last two people were Jinder and Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins beat Jinder for the title. And I was like,
the only reason I remember that is because Jinder was in the main roster. And I'm like, why the fuck is he even here? Like, it was so odd to me. That's the only reason I remember that.
But, like, the funny part is, like, they actually had a good match back then.
Yeah,
and
they did.
Jinder, like, he brought that up, and Seth was like, it doesn't change anything. He's like, no matter what you do, you're still a loser. He's like, you'll never be able to beat me for the title. And Jinder just, like, he winds up hitting him, so it basically sets up the match for next week. And it's like, at first I was like, I don't want this to be the Royal Rumble match. And as soon as they said it's next week, I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, so am I.
Because he basically kept saying he wasn't on his level, but like, yeah, we'll see next week. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that was like super controversial. We'll get into that in a few why that was controversial. So then we had Otis come out, and Otis was going to have a match. And this doesn't confuse me what's going on, but it just confuses me to the fact that I was like, I was not totally into this until I keep seeing it. But it's Ivar versus Otis, and it's a great match because I love big men slapping meat. And Ivar beats Otis, and I'm like, all right, Ivar is really racking up wins. They need to do something really cool with Ivar. Like, but holy shit, man. Like, this guy's he's just a badass.
To me, I normally hate this type of match. Like, I hate big man matches. Like, they're boring to me, right? But just like your thing with The Miz, somehow Triple H is making me like this shit. They're just letting these guys go in, and they're good. It's not like the typical, like, big man or whatever. Oh, I have power. No, these motherfuckers went in and they were athletic and shit. It was good. They did the technical wrestling. They did some high risk. Yeah, they damn near did it all. So I enjoyed this match a lot.
And the funny thing about that is, like, I've been into big men matches, not just because, like, the big strong men, but because this style of big men match is the style I've been watching since 2013. Like, the stuff outside of WWE, this is the stuff that I was watching. And this is why I'm like, every time I see a big men match in WWE now, it's like, yeah, this is the stuff I'm used to watching. Because like that brings up the next person who was in this segment was Jay Uso was talking shit, and then all of a sudden here comes Bronson Reed, who is also one of the big men who I've seen outside of WWE, who is a monster and can do damn near everything. And it's like, yeah, like that's like I love big men matches. That's up there with technical wrestling because all of these big men have learned how to wrestle. Like Damian Priest, even though he's skinny, he's a big guy and he can do all the flips and stuff. Gunther's a big guy and he can do some great technical shit. And it's like,
you got mean dropkick too.
Yes, like big men are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So then we get to the main event, and it's so like it was such a little small thing in here that like not a lot of people know, but when people found out, they was like, "Oh, that actually makes sense." Oh my god! So they're having a street fight, and so like middle of the street fight, they're on the outside, and Nakamura blows Miss into the timekeeper. And Cody goes to comfort the timekeeper and helping him out. And then Cody just gets enraged and just beats the shit out of Nakamura and winds up winning. Now, a lot of people were like, okay, that didn't make any sense. All right, whatever. And then when people found out what and who it was like, oh my God, it makes so much sense. Even Michael Cole on commentary says the name. And if you don't know the name, it just goes by you. He said something Offerman, and like, it's just like, it definitely will go by you. But then you have to go through Cody's history and his uncle Fred, which is Tugboat. Tugboat is Cody's uncle. And the timekeeper is Tugboat's son. I knew about this, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? Like, this was great that this happened. Like, this was great, and it made for the story. It made Cody feel like a family man, and he was fighting for his family, and he beat up Nakamura. And yeah, I don't have any problem with that. And when people saw that, they was like, oh my God, that's a layer to the story. That makes sense. Now, wait a minute. Does that mean Cody's going to go after Nakamura again and beat the shit out of him because he blinded his cousin? I'm like, I don't know. I wouldn't mind it, but we're going to Rumble season, so, there's no reason to keep doing this. So that's...
And he, like, one of the points of this match was to end this fucking chapter, so... Yeah. Cody said it should have been over.
Yeah, like...
The only thing I don't like... like what you just said, described or whatever, because I didn't know or whatever. It's one of those, if you know, you know, and it kind of takes away it being special. Like, I understand everything you just said, like his family and whatever, but what about all the people who don't know? People that don't know who Tugboat is and shit, you know?
Like, like, that was funny because I looked online when people, like, when I seen that and I was like, oh, people are not going to know who Tugboat is. One, people didn't know who Tugboat was, but the first thing they did go to was, that's Cody's cousin. Like, oh, so that makes sense. Like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like, that's why he got mad. That's Cody's cousin. And it was like, that's what they felt to was Cody's cousin. They didn't know shit about Tugboat. They just knew, that's Cody's cousin. All right, I'm in on this. And that's how people felt. They were like, oh, I'm in on this because that's Cody's cousin. Okay, cool. Like,
so good, it worked then.
Yeah, it worked. Like, it worked. As soon as, like, people started posting it online, was like, oh, that's Cody's cousin, that's Cody's cousin, that's Cody's cousin. People were like, oh, that makes sense. And, like, the few people who knew who Tugboat was like, oh, that's Tugboat's son. Everybody else was like, oh, it's just Cody's cousin. Like, I didn't know Cody's cousin worked there, blah, 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 yada, yada. Like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. The funny part was, like, I knew that Cody's cousin worked there. I just thought he worked, like, as, like, one of the lighting rig people. Like, that was the funny part. Like, I did not know he was a timekeeper. I knew he worked there because Cody said that in like an AEW thing when he was talking, he was like, "Yeah, I have family there. My cousin works there as something." He like I don't remember him saying he works as the timekeeper, but he said my cousin works there, and I do remember that. I was like, "Oh, okay." So
awesome.
yeah, that was Raw. So then we got a tweet because Raj Giri put out a tweet about Jinder and Seth Rollins. And USA goes, what was the ratings on their NXT match in cage, like the NXT match in cage match? And for those who don't know, Tony Khan in the press conference had brought up how he looks at cage match ratings to judge what to do in AEW. And he put that out. And so Tony Khan got mad at that. He put out a bunch of tweets. And one of the tweets pissed me off because he goes, "Oh, everybody has a double standard. Jinder hasn't wrestled in a year and won a match in a whole entire year, but he gets a title shot. And then everybody is complaining about Hook versus Samoa Joe." And it's like, who the fuck is complaining about Hook versus Samoa Joe? Like, that's all I kept saying. Like, everything else, I was like, you know what? That makes sense. Who the fuck is complaining about Hook versus Samoa Joe? And I lied to you not. I went online to see, like, okay, maybe I missed something. And I scrolled down and was like, nobody's complaining about Hook versus Samoa Joe. And then, like, even Brian Alvarez got on fucking Wrestling Observer Live and goes, dude, no one was fucking complaining about Hook versus Samoa Joe. People were complaining about Jinder versus Seth. No one was fucking complaining about this. Where the fuck did you get this? And I'm like, I agree. Where the fuck did Tony get this? And Tony just went on this fucking tirade against WWE. And it just brought out all of the freakazoids. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? And the funny part about this was at the end of the tweet, it tagged Watch Dynamite Wednesday at 8/7 Central. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, this is all his marketing ploy, but he just kept going. And then he got in a beef with Eric Bischoff. And it's like, I hate when he does this. And come to find out, a lot of people in AEW also hate when he does this. And it was funny because if you watch a lot of people in AEW's tweets, they literally was like, ugh, again? Because it's so fucking weird. Like, and then I fucking hate these fucking freakazoids that go, oh, if you were around in the fucking Attitude Era, like, they would fucking lose their shit if they're complaining about Tony Khan. And it's like, bitch, you wasn't around in AOL when we was fucking going to war on fucking message boards and getting fucking banned. And you wasn't fucking around. Stop that bullshit. I keep telling these motherfuckers, like, yo, y'all act like y'all were, like, y'all the only generation that was on the fucking internet. AOL was around. Like, we have come so far and grew the fuck up that this seems so fucking foreign. And he's like, well, what about when Vince would do it? Bitch, that was a whole nother era. Like, we have grew the fuck up. That's the problem. We grew the fuck up. You can take shots, but like having a whole fucking just like rage tweet, that's insane. That's fucking insane. Like, if he would have took a shot and been like, well, at least Hook won this, blah, 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 and just like rolled off and said nothing else and just left the tweet at that, I'd have been like, all right, cool. Like, you took a shot. Thumbs up for you. Like, you took a shot and you won. But you went on like a 30-tweet rage tweet, and then you start beefing with Eric Bischoff. You start beefing with this person and that person. And it's like, brother, like, you should have left the first tweet and just left it alone. Like, everybody would have been fine. Everybody would have been like, all right, fuck it. Like, I'm down for a little competition with tweets. Like, the fuck you mean? But you went on a fucking rage thing, and it's like, that is so insane. Like, that makes you just like, and when he does that, it's just like, it enrages me because it's like, you can just put out one tweet and just take a cheap little shot. Don't keep hammering home that one shot. Like, when WWE took a shot, they took one shot. That was it. That was it. Like, and the funny part was like WWE didn't even start this tweet war. It was USA Network. The people who run USA Network, they put out the tweet. They have nothing to do with WWE. Like, it had nothing to do with them. Like, you could have took the one shot, moved on, said nothing, promoted fucking Dynamite, said nothing. That's it. And everybody been like, he's right, he's right. And I'd have been like, yeah, he got a point. I'd have been like, he got a point. Then you start beefing and making rage, and it's like, come on, like you don't have to keep going. You don't have to keep going. The more you keep aggregating it, the more it becomes an annoyance, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And it just makes you fucking annoying. Just one thing, move on. That's it. That was it. You should have said one shot. That's it. I don't like that. Okay.
It's like he feels like he has to put his point across when he made it with one tweet, but he feels like he has to keep going to put the exclamation point on it.
Yeah, and then once he's doing this, like, he gets Dave Meltzer all riled up, and Dave is like coming to his defense, and it's like, you don't have to white knight him. You don't have to white knight him. He's a grown ass man. He could battle his own thing. He has his own company. You don't have to white knight him. Like, Dave, I just want to know, do you have seatbelts? Because, like, there's no reason for you to ride that hard. Like, just, like, come on, like, there's no reason. Like, you could just, like, leave him alone. He got his own battles. Just chill the fuck out. But Dave just somehow always finds himself coming to Tony's defense. And it's like, just, dude, like, come on. Like, it's just so annoying. It's so fucking annoying. And Alvarez said on Wrestling Observer, he was like, dog, there's people in AEW that's really fucking pissed off when Tony does this shit. Like, yo, like you could have did the one tweet and just moved on, and everything would have been fine, because they were like, all right, yeah, we're behind that one tweet. And it's like, when he goes into this rage battle, it pisses off the fucking AEW like wrestlers, and it's like, dog, like, you're fucking up your own shit. Just like, stop. Just like, I don't know what the fuck he be thinking sometimes.
That just it. He doesn't think. He just reacts.
And it just fucks me up. And the Freakazoids just like get out of fucking hand. They get out of hand because like they just get so demonic and just like so. We have to protect our company. We have to protect our leader, our person. Yeah, TK, go get him. These fucking Fed fans, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, brother, chill the fuck out. Like, he's not paying you. Chill the fuck out. And it's just so annoying. Like I said before, like, I get more annoyed with the AEW fans than I do with AEW, period. Because once you criticize them, it's like, no, fuck you, you're a piece of shit, you loser, fuck, you this, you that. And it's like, no, you're the loser for getting super angry over me criticizing fucking AEW. Like, that's the bad part. It's like, oh my God, this is fucking annoying. With that said, I do have some criticisms about AEW, and it's the bad part is not even the fucking criticism that you would think. So they had Homecoming, and the funny part about Homecoming, it felt like it was a mixed show. It felt like this is the Homecoming, the first of the year show for AEW. Plus, this was kind of a tribute to Brodie Lee. And it was like, those things were like amalgamated. And it's like, okay, this makes sense. Like, this, like, I totally get it. The Daily's Place thing, Homecoming, Brodie Lee thing. I was like, yeah, no, this all makes sense. Like, this amalgamation makes sense. And the funny part was, like, I didn't see it until, like, they put out the card, and I was like, oh, this makes sense. Like, I like that. That makes sense. So yeah, I was totally for it. And it started off.
I didn't see it until it was pointed out to me.
Oh shit. But it started off with Hangman versus Claudio. And first off, I knew this match was going to be good. I also knew that Hangman was going to win, but I also didn't think Claudio was going to try to kill Hangman. That's something that I didn't know. I didn't think he was going to try to kill him. When he tried to slam him on a fucking ramp and he almost killed him, I'm like, Jesus, Claudio, chill. Like, it's so fucked up. But Hangman won. So people are pointing out Hangman is a heel, Hangman's a heel. And I'm like, geez, you think? The only thing that offsets him being a heel is his Magnum TA mustache. And it's like Magnum TA was a face, so it's like, yeah, it's kind of weird for you to go heel looking like Magnum TA, but it's okay. It's okay. Like the funny part is like
I don't remember Magnum TA, so
oh shit.
Like I know him, but I don't remember any of his matches, you know?
Oh, he was one of the greatest US champions of all times. But the thing is, like, I want to see like angry Hangman, because once again, this is like I said last week, he's one of those people that like no matter how much of bad shit he does, it's like I can't boo you because you're a good human. I can't do that. But I support you, but I can't boo you. Like I'm totally for it. Like
I agree, as long as he doesn't drink blood.
Well, he did something that was kind of similar to drink blood because I literally cringed when he did this. I was like, this, like, I really want you to get tested because he went in the crowd and drunk somebody's beer. And I'm like, Hangman, I love you, brother. Please stop doing weird stuff. Because, like, you don't know what that man has. Like, I know it's beer, but you don't know what that man has. That man can have something. And then you can get sick. I don't want you to get sick. Please be safe, Hangman. Just be safe. Just want you to be safe.
Caring is caring.
Not fucking germs. Don't share germs. Jesus. So then they showed a Brodie Lee tribute package, and I totally forgot that like everything he did was in the COVID era where they was just in Daly's place. It was like they didn't go to outside. They didn't because it was all in Daly's place. I was like, damn. And then like looking back
at appeal there, he won the title there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And looking back at it, like he had a really nice career. Like those couple of months he was there, it was like, God damn, that was a really nice career.
Yep.
So
do you think if he like was still with us, he would have been a world champion?
Yes.
Okay, you knew where I was going at with it.
Yeah, no, he definitely would have been a world champion. Like 100%.
Okay.
So then they did an 8-man that was handpicked by -1. It was Preston Vance, Dustin Rhodes, Edge, and Orange Cassidy versus the Gates of Agony and Lance Archer. Well, to be honest, you don't even have to know anything else other than -1 picked the good guys, and they were going to win. They were going to win. Preston Vance won with a fucking spinning lariat like Brodie Lee. It's like, yeah, like I had no, like nothing about this was like bad. It just was like, this is a Brodie tribute match. It's going to be good. Everybody in the match can go. Nothing was wrong with it. And it's like, it wasn't even one of the matches where you're just like, oh, this is boring. Orange Cassidy did this thing where he was trying to chokeslam everybody in the match. He finally got it at the end. And it's like, the funny part, it was like, it was nothing wrong with this match. It was like, yeah, it just was a match, like a Brodie Lee tribute match. It was nothing wrong with it. I was like, all right, cool. Like, I don't have no complaints. Like, and I saw somebody complain, like, why did Preston Vance get the win? And it's like, Preston was hand chosen by Brodie Lee. Of course he should get the win. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. But I do have not really a complaint, but a nitpick, and it's just a me thing. It's nothing important. Match was great. Everything was great about it. It just me following along, right? Mm-hmm. Didn't Preston Vance quit the Dark Order, like, and symbolically basically spit in Brodie Lee's face and whatever? type of thing.
Yes.
Like, so
Yes, that
like
happened.
in that sense, it doesn't make sense. We can ignore it. Like, I don't mind to ignore it, but like that little indiscretion bothers me a little bit. Nothing like I'll get pissed off about or nothing, but
True.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I've seen a couple people did bring that up, but it's like, yeah, like we're just gonna act like that didn't happen because this is the Brodie Lee tribute thing. So we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was storyline, and he truly did love Brodie.
Yeah.
Like everybody did. So
Exactly. So then we have Jay White and the Ass Boys, and then the Acclaim come up. So they basically say, so the Ass Boys say they want titles, and Jay White says he wants titles too. And like the first thing I'm like, okay, they're definitely gonna wind up going against the Acclaim. And the Acclaim once again are saying, you guys should team up. And they go, you know what? We should all team up and we should call ourselves the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. I'm like, okay, I didn't see that coming, and I'm just like, I like it. I like it.
Better than anything I could come up with.
Yes.
I'm the name guy.
So then we have the new AEW champion with the new AEW belt. And I know some people are like, oh, it's because it has the black straps. And it's like, okay, you guys are not detail focused because they have side plates now.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like, that's a moneymaker. That's definitely a moneymaker because you sell the belt, you sell the side plates. Each side plate, money. Fucking money. So,
and plus, if you pay attention to detail, the middle plate is slightly different too. The triangle where the AEW is,
yes,
it's slightly bigger.
Yes. So Joe comes out and Joe says, you know what? We're doing a new championship protocol. And he says the new protocol is you don't be a little bitch and say some shit over the internet. You come to my face and call me out. I was like, all right, cool. And, well, somebody did call him out. It was Swerve. And Swerve said, yo, I'm going to take this title. It's nothing personal. He said, it's nothing personal with you. I ain't got beef with you. I'm just taking the title. But if that title is personal to you, then I guess it's going to get personal because I'm taking the title. And I was like, okay, I mean, I'm not beefing with that. And then Hangman came out, and Hangman was like, yo, I told you I'm not going to let you win this title. I'm going to stop you at every turn. I'm going to take everything from you, Swerve. He's like, and I've been too nice for too long, and I want a title shot against you, Joe. So I was like, okay, now Hangman's in it. So everybody automatically is like, oh, they're going to do a three-way. They're going to do a three-way. I don't want that. Like,
I want all the variety of matches in this shit.
yes. Because, like, if they do a three-way, it's like a guarantee that Joe's going to win. And, like, I don't want that. I want it to still be a little bit of mystery of Joe. So I'd rather have a one-on-one match. And so then they did something. Like, Hangman and Swerve left. And then they did something that the internet has been joking about. And Tony Khan, yeah, he's way too hard on the internet. He's way too much on the internet. He's too internet. Like, because all of a sudden in the sky, we got the hook signal. It was like, what the fuck? Like, they literally had a hook signal.
Hook.
And they did send Hook. And Hook came out and he got in Joe's face and said, yo, me and you for the title next week. It was like, all right, well, I'm glad somebody said when it was. That's all I wanted. I just want to know when it was. I didn't give a shit. I just want to see the match. I don't care. Give me a match.
Right.
And next week they're giving us the match. I love it. So then we have Tony Storm in the back, and Mariah May is back there, and Tony's talking. Mariah says, "Did you watch my match?" And Tony's like, "No, I didn't watch your match. I'm sorry." And then, like, she says, "Deanna Purrazzo is here." And she goes, "Wendy Richter?" Like, no, Deanna Purrazzo. And she's like, "Who? That sounds like an Italian name." Like, okay, what the fuck? And then she says, "You know what? Next week, Lufer, give me a thing with this Donna Palazzo person." Like, what? Like, that's not her name. And then she said,
Watch, right? Like, next week, she's going to wind up fighting Donna Palazzo. Like, for real, for real.
I hope so. I really hope so. And then she goes, "Chin up, tits out, line." And Mariah May says, "Watch for the shoe." He's like, "Honey," she was like, "That's my line." She was like, "Now you've ruined it." And then she just walks off. There's no shoe that got thrown this week. I'm angry.
Damn it, Mariah.
She ruined it. Like, I was really waiting for the shoe line. Oh, God damn it. So.
When does she actually hit somebody with that shit?
Oh, I hope so. So then we got Sammy Guevara versus Ricky Starks. And apparently this is their first meeting in AEW. I did not know that. Like,
after all these years, you would think they would have been had a match, right?
Yeah. So they have this match, and Sammy wins because, tag team title match on Saturday. And then after the match, Sammy is trying to be the good guy. He's like, "All right, I'm shaking your hand, Ricky. Handshake." And I'm like, oh, they shook hands. I was like, all right, Ricky might be going face. And like, when it went past 5 seconds of a handshake, I'm like, oh, something's happening here. Like, this is too long of a handshake. And then Big Bill comes out and beats up Sammy. And then all of a sudden, we get Judas and Jericho. Judas was super loud. Like, not even a little bit low. Judas was so loud. Jericho was beating the shit out of, like, fucking Big Bill, and Sammy was beating the other guy, Ricky Starks. I don't know why I called him the other guy. And they're just fighting, but the whole time, Judas is playing, so no one will boo Chris Jericho. And
that was smart on their part, though.
That was smart on their part, but also when we find out that he got knocked out by MVP, that's smart on MVP's part. Just saying.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
I
love MVP for that.
The funny part was, like, this was a rumor that, like, Jericho got in a fight with somebody, and I thought I've heard like MVP and him had like a scuffle, but I did hear about him getting knocked out. But somebody actually confirmed, was like, no, like, MVP knocked out Jericho in the Jericho Cruise. I was like, oh shit, that actually happened. Oh shit. So then we went on to the women's 8-person championship. Well, not 8-person championship, 8-person match. Another Brodie King tribute. Brodie Lee tribute, not Brodie King. So this match, like, immediately in this match, I knew exactly what was going on, because on one side you have Anna Jay, Chris Statlander, Willow, and Thunder Rosa versus Ruby Soho, Sky Blue, Saraya, and Julia Hart. Like, I immediately knew what was going on. I was like, Anna Jay's getting a title shot, isn't she? Like, that's all I kept thinking, was like, Anna Jay's getting a title shot. And Anna Jay gets the win, so it's going to be Anna Jay versus Julia Hart at Battle of the Belts.
I'm down.
Yes, I'm down for this, because, like, both of them have came in and they were, like, total different people than what they are now. And they're going to have a match as their fully evolved form. And I'm like, all right, I want to see this.
You say fully evolved form, but they still, for all intents and purposes, they're still kids. Like, wait till like they're 30, 40 and whatever. Like, shit. They're going to be fucking amazing. They're great now, but shit. Both of them. But I love both of them.
Here's the reason I say fully evolved form, because this is probably the maximum. They're going to be better, but like this is the maximum of what their character is probably going to be in AEW for a long time, and this is going to be the one that's going to stick with them for a long time. Later down the line, they may change it up, but like this is their fully evolved form because this is the one that's going to stick in people's mind when you go to these two people. When you go to Anna Jay and Julia Hart, this is the version that's going to stick in your mind years down the line. You're like, this is their version. Even if they like truly evolve, it's this version that you're going to be like, yep, this is it. This is their version. So, yeah.
True.
So then we had Wheeler Yuta basically say he wants to fight Eddie Kingston. And it's like, you're going to get your ass kicked. You're going to get your fucking ass kicked. You're done for that. So then we had Brian Keith versus Roderick Strong. And so the Undisputed Kingdom come out with Roderick Strong. And I don't know why Roderick Strong is like this. And I just want to know. I just want to know, why is he like this? Why does Roderick Strong come out and walk and act like he just acts so weird? It's like the weirdest thing. It's like he doesn't come out and act like regular Roderick Strong. He just comes out and walks with this weird walk, and it's just like looking like, Roderick, are you okay? Are you okay? It's just something about
his neck.
It's just something about him. This is like, why are you this way? Like, you're just weird. And then like he gets in there and just starts wrestling his ass off. You're like, yeah, no, you're one of the best wrestlers in the world, but like, you just have like a lot of weird mannerisms as a human. Like, and the funny part is like he's also a really good guy in real life, but it's just like he just has a lot of weird mannerisms. It's like, you alright, pal? It's like the funny part is like I like Brian Keith, but like he was definitely going to die against Roderick Strong. Like, Roderick is a killer. Like, you were going to die against Roderick Strong. So
had Brian Keith won a match in AEW?
No,
he probably won one in Ring of Honor, but like in AEW.
In AEW, they put up his record, and it was like 0-2. So that was a thing. So after that, fucking Adam Cole basically said, we're going to take titles. And he still talks about Roderick Strong versus Orange Cassidy, which I'm waiting for. Just give me that. I'm all for it. And that was the thing. They talked about they're going to take all the titles, whatever. Deonna Purrazzo was in the back, and Red Velvet came in, and she said, "Oh, you're having your match on Collision? Me too." And Red Velvet did her star thing, and Deonna Purrazzo goes, "That's your stirring arm? I'll remember that." And she just walked off. I'm like, "Oh shit, she gonna break your arm, Red Velvet. It's over for you, pal." So
that's right, because you fucking moved the arm bar. Shit, I forgot about that.
So then we had Darby try to masturbate himself to death because he got thrown around, fucked up. They did this swing thing between Takeshita and Will Hobbs to Darby Allin, and his neck bounced off the rope. Like, he could have broke his fucking neck. And the funny part is, like, Darby probably asked for all of this. And it's like, dude, he almost died. Like, and they just kept going. So one part, Ric Flair gets in there and does a chop. And then we go to the outside again, and Sting does a scorpion death drop through a table on Will Hobbs and gets the win in this street fight. And it's like, dude, he's 65. He's 65 and he's still going. I mean, I'm not saying thank God because like he's like he just needs to retire because like he's a bad wrestler, but I need him to retire because he's going to keep pushing himself until something bad happens. So I'm glad he's retiring because he's going to keep pushing himself till something bad happens. And I don't want anything bad to happen to Sting. I want him to be okay.
100%.
So after the match, Tony Schiavone comes out and says, Sting, who's going to be your last match? And then from a tweet that I saw earlier in the week that I had to fucking say something because I was in a mood that I was answering everybody on fucking Twitter. And I saw this tweet and somebody said, AEW has sucked so much since the Elite's been gone. It's like, the fuck are you talking about? Who? What show have you been watching? This show's been great. Like, this show's been great. The last fucking 6 weeks have been great. AEW has been good. Like, I forgot the Elite even existed until somebody put that fucking tweet out there. I was like, what? What the fuck?
They're not needed.
They're not needed. And then when they came out, they have their little black and white suits and their shitty mustaches. And the first thing I think of is like a old movie villain, like the old Italian movie villain that comes out with the mustache, the Spectre Clouseau kind of villain. And it's like, you guys.
I was about to say the VOD villain.
No, they expect the Clouseau type villains, but I 100%, I 100% am not a fan of them, and I mean in all sincerity, I'm not a fan of them as wrestlers. I'm just not a fan. Like I'm probably not a fan of them as humans either. I don't know. I'm just not a fan. And I know somebody be like, "Oh, you're hating. They're the best tag team in the world." Listen. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and I have one too. And mine is I don't think they're the best tag team in the world. For my flavor of ice cream, they're not it. They're the flavor I don't go to in ice cream. Like they're the ones that I'm like, eh. And when people say, because I've heard Dave Meltzer say this on his podcast, they're so good at making tag teams. Like remember when they fought the Private Party and they made them look so good, and they fought the Dante Martin and his brother, and they made them look so good. Look at where they are now. Like, they were just so good. And I was like, do you not remember they both got injured? Like, both teams were injury prone. They literally was injury prone. 3 weeks after that match, Quinn got injured. Quinn came back. Isaiah got injured. Isaiah came back. Quinn got injured. And it kept happening. They were snake bit. Then Dante and Darius. Dante and Darius were gone. Darius gets injured. Dante had to wrestle for like 2 years by himself. Then soon as Darius come back, Dante gets injured. Darius had to go with fucking Accident Andrade. Like, you can't tell me that those two tag teams, like, oh, it was just the Young Bucks that made them good. After they got injured, they were never the same because they've been injured for so fucking long, they never got a chance to get back on the same spot. So for fucking years, they had fucking fell apart. So you cannot tell me that these two teams, oh, it was just the Young Bucks that carried them to this great match. And it's like, no, those teams are good. They just never had a chance to get right because they kept getting injured. And then once they came back from injury, they just never got the shot again. So it's like, yeah, you can't say that. It's not a clear justification. Like, I won't give you that. Like, the Young Bucks are good for aggregating a certain community and getting them uproared and like moving merchandise and making people feel a way. They're the number one people for AEW Freakazoids to get super hot over. And it's like, yeah, like that's their base, but for a large percent of the wrestling community, it's like, they're not my favorite flavor of ice cream. Because I've been seeing over the last 2 months, people just go, yeah, they're not great. Even when they returned, people was like, there's Sting's last match. I mean, well, I guess. And the only reason I'm super okay with this is because Sting himself was like, yeah, I just want to go out in a tag match, and I picked the Young Bucks as the tag team. All right, cool, sure. All right.
That was his pick of all people.
Yeah, that was his pick, and I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'm not against it. Whatever. Yeah, sure. All right. moving on. Like that was the complete low spot of the whole entire show. The show was normal and the show was good. That was a low part of the show. I was like, yeah, it's not for me. Like let's just move on. So then we get to NXT. NXT had a show, and it started off with Nikita Lyons getting attacked by Blair Davenport in a fucking backstage like parking lot, and it's like, oh okay, this is an attack, and then they get a chance to get separated in their gear, and then they keep fighting, and they come to the ring, and it pissed me off. You know why? Because
what
if they would have let them wrestle from where they started in just like regular clothes, and then just kept fighting, I'd have been like, you know what? I believe this. Not that they stopped, it got changed, and then they just still kept fighting. I'm like, that's a little far-fetched for me. That's a little bit too far-fetched for me. And I can believe in some dumb shit. I can't believe in this. Like, it's a little bit too far-fetched for me. I'm like, nah. Like, if they just would have wrestled, like, if they would have wrestled in their fucking street clothes right from out the parking lot, I'm like, you know what? I'm here for it. I like that. But no. They came out in wrestling gear and they wrestled a match. I was like, yeah, too far-fetched for me. So Nikita did pick up the win against Blair Davenport, and I was like, okay. I mean, I don't know where this goes after this. I don't know where Nikita goes. I don't know where Blair goes after this. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Roster for one of them, maybe.
I want Blair on the main roster. The only problem is I don't know where she would fit. That's the only problem. Wait, Blair beat Nikita. So I don't know where Blair would fit on the main roster. I don't know. Like Nikita Lyons on the main roster, I don't want her on the main roster. And it's not because she's good. It's because I feel like they're going to take something away from her that is special only in NXT. And I would rather keep the specialness than them to strip it away.
I feel you, because that tends to happen. So
yeah, it's like something special in NXT that I would rather have for Nikita than for her to be on the main roster, because I feel like it will be different on the main roster. So yeah, just leave her in NXT. Blair, I don't know where she would fit on the main roster, because like she's really good. I just don't know where she would fit. So yeah, that's the thing. And then we get ready for the Dusty Tag Team Championship Classic thingy and we get Trick and Mello, and Trick is like, Mello is like, yo, Trick, I got us in this tag team tournament. And Trick's like, dog, I'm still want to focus on me. He's like, no, we can do this together. I promise we can do this together. And it's like, no, fam. He's like, all right, fuck it. We'll do it together. We'll win. All right, cool. Like, do you see it happening in the tournament? Do you see them crossing each other in the tournament?
No.
Okay.
I actually see them probably going to the finals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then once it's done and they lose, that's when it happens. So technically in the tournament, technically not. You know what I mean? Because it would be over by then. Yeah.
All right. So we have some breaking news from NXT. Shawn Michaels had Mama Kelsey in the Performance Center. So we all know what that means. It's almost time to get Swifty. Yeah. I mean, the funny part about this is, like, I know that she's not going to wrestle. She's probably just going to be there to slap somebody. But the second all of her fans know she's going to be at WrestleMania, the views, tickets, everything is going to go high because it's fucking Taylor Swift. It's fucking Taylor Swift. It's Taylor Swift. She's a national icon right now to some people. Yeah, that's good. Her showing up at WrestleMania it'll be big. So
100%.
So then we get into the tag team tournament. We get Gallus versus the assholes. That's right. I called them the assholes because they called themselves the assholes.
I was going to say that. They said it themselves, so what the hell?
Yeah, Bartender Cabron and Braun Breaker. And they beat Gallus. Like, I saw a couple people get mad because they beat Gallus. They're like, you have an established tag team that was the longest reigning tag team champions get beat by these two random guys. And I'm like, I'm not mad about that at all. Like, I'm not mad about that at all because one is because they haven't done nothing with Gallus since they've been back. Like, they literally treated Gallus like a joke, so I'm not mad at it. I'm like, no one really knows how badass Gallus was in NXT UK. So it's like, they totally 100% look like trash here. So it's like, I'm not mad at that because they're not my Gallus. They're not the Gallus that, like, I was super excited to watch them as a tag team. They're not my Gallus. They're just a version of Gallus here. That's how I feel. Like,
also, if you pay attention to this tournament and been watching it since the beginning, right? Like the first one, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's not uncommon for fucking like putting people together and then be successful. Not necessarily winning, but being successful. I could name two that actually won the whole thing. The first one, in the first tournament, being Samoa Joe and Finn Balor.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget which one it was, probably like third one or like fourth one, however many we've had. But fucking Matt Riddle and Butch, aka Pete Dunne right now. You know what I mean? Which they eventually became a tag team and became, tag team champions. But at the time, they were just thrown together.
Exactly.
So it's not uncommon.
Exactly. So then we had the start of Tiffany getting her comeuppance, and she was this fucking horse girl, and she was helping out with Fallon Henley. And all of this is just basically going to humble Tiffany, and they're going to wind up being a tag team. Like, I don't see anything other than this. Like, it's one of those silly backstage things, and it's like, this is fun. It's like, no, they're going to wind up being a tag team. It doesn't even matter. Like, that's how I feel. It's like, it's going to be a tag team. Don't care.
Like, she's going to come back, and whatever, she's going to do it again. Just like, it could be some stupid reason, like just to prove she could do it better or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Until eventually she admits that she liked it, and then like she's cool. Like, she's going to fall in love with that horse. Like, what was the horse's name? Buttercup or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
It was something like that, which I swear to God, that's actually Tiffany's horse in real life.
It probably is. So then we had something that I actually like. It was Lyra Valkyria. She's coming out and she's talking about being a champion. And then Lola Vice says, yo, I'm right here. I could be the champion. And Lola's out with Elektra Lopez. And Lyra's like, yo, she's like, you don't really want to be a champion. You just want to shake your ass everywhere. I'm like, oh okay. That was uncalled for. You didn't have to say that part. Like, I felt violated when she said that.
Violated, what the fuck?
Then she basically said, Elektra Lopez is more Latina heat than you are. And, like, she's basically trying to split them up, which I'm like, I'm not upset about that. I'm not upset about that at all. And it's like no beef between them. It's just like, I'm okay with Lola Vice being on her own. And Lyra basically was like, you're a kickboxer. You do MMA. That's the type of person I want to see. And so Lola and Elektra beat up Lyra, but all of a sudden, here comes Tatum Paxley, and she's saving her, and she's like, no, she's mine. That's mine. And like, Renegade and me had the same exact thing. It was like, she's not talking about Lyra. She's talking about that belt.
You're not going to separate us, I think was the exact quote.
Yeah, she's definitely talking about that belt. So then we had Metaphor making fun of Broke Money breaking up. And Briggs is like, yo, I want a rematch. And he's like, no, you lost. You can't get a rematch. And then Briggs says, all right, if I beat Oro Mensah, I get a rematch. You're not going to beat Oro Mensah. It's okay. So they have the match later on in the night. But it's like, why would you suggest Oro to face fucking Briggs? Briggs is going to kill him. Briggs damn near killed you. So the lawyer dude comes up to Ava Raine and he's like, look, my shoulder was up, blah, blah, blah. And he's trying to like pull up this whole fucking case. He even sent like a whole letter to her. And she's like, dude, I do not give one fuck. So Dragon Lee comes up and Dragon Lee's like, yo, I got my visa situation straightened out and I want to have a match. And here's the thing. Like, prove me wrong. Lexis King comes up and says, I have a contract for the North American title. And you're going to sign this, and we're going to have the match tonight. Can somebody please tell me where the fuck he got this contract from?
I was going to say, like, he won the fucking tournament, but yeah, where the fuck did he get that contract from?
Like,
I did not think about that night.
That fucked me up because, like, he says he has an open contract, like, to face anybody, but there's never an open contract. He just says whoever comes to the ring, and somehow Lexis King had the open contract. And it's like, the fuck? Like, wait, what? Like, I was so baffled. I was like, how the fuck did you get this? But, like, I was like, okay, I didn't question it, but I was like, okay, whatever. Whatever. So,
I'm questioning it now.
Oh, now, definitely. Briggs beats...
Tell me this, though, right?
Uh-huh.
As far as wrestling terms, right? When you hear the term open contract, do you envision a physical contract? Because I do not. I just think it's a verbal agreement. So the fact that he brought up a actual contract kind of fucked me up.
Like, the funny part is, like, I see both because it's been a billion times where, like, it's been like, oh, it's an open contract, and there's actually an open contract, and then there's sometimes a verbal contract. Remember when Moxley and Punk were having a rematch? Moxley was like, here's an open contract, and left the open contract in the ring, and Ace still got it and made Punk sign it. That was another version of the open contract, and it's like, yeah, it's like they could, like, they're interchangeable with like the verbal or the physical. So it's like it doesn't really fuck me up, but like this one was rare because it was like he just had a contract. It was like, what the fuck does this come from? And nobody questioned it. It was like, yeah, you have an open contract, but yeah, why did he have the contract? Like the fuck? Okay.
He found it.
Yeah, and Briggs beats Oro, so Briggs gets his match now, and it's like, all right, like, I'm all for it, but I'm not happy for it. And the reason I'm not happy for it because I know Jensen is going to fuck him over. That's why I'm not happy.
He's going to be in the corner, too. Watch.
It's going to be a lot of heartbreak coming up in these next couple of months. I see it coming. A lot of heartbreak. That's sad. So we get more of Tiffy doing stuff, saving the horses and watching cowboys, whatever. It is what it is. So then we get Out the Mud versus the Family. And at no point did I think Out the Mud was winning the tag team titles. No point. Not even joking. Like, it's not. I don't know what it is about OTM. It's just they're not clicking for me. they're not clicking for me at all. And it's like, yeah, whatever. Like
Reggie, maybe?
No, it's not even Reggie. It's just they're not clicking for me. It's just like something about them that's not clicking. So
Okay.
then we get the NXT Anonymous, and he sees JC Jane, and JC Jane is basically talking to Chase U people and telling them, I got an idea, and this is the idea. You're going to do this, you're going to do this. And I just like, in my idea, I felt like this was a strip club. I felt like she's got them doing a strip club.
I agree. It's a reason that they're not revealing exactly what it is. It has to be something crazy like that.
Yes. So we get Obafemi in the back getting interviewed by Kelly Kincaid, and Lexis King says, listen, big man, you go for the world championship because I'm going for the North American championship because you can never cut it on my level or some shit, he said. And he's just basically talking shit because I got a contract for the North American title. And he's just so happy. And then he just walks off, and Obafemi goes, so the North American title match is tonight. And he just shakes his head. And I'm like, yep, new North American champion. That's exactly what popped in my head. As soon as he said that, I was like, new North American champion. So
it either was that or he was just going to screw him.
No. I knew exactly he was going to win a championship. Like, I thought either he was going to turn it into a three-way or he was going to wait till Lexis King won and then cash in. But I knew he was cashing in nonetheless.
Oh, okay.
So then we get Gallus boys, and they're talking, and Ridge Holland pops up. And Joe Coffey is basically telling Ridge Holland, like, you know, you suck. Like, you suck. You know, you're crying and all this bullshit. Like, you suck. And, like, all I can think about is, like, when they're talking, the first thing I'm thinking about is, like, so is they going to make Ridge Holland part of Gallus? Like, is that going to happen?
Oddly, he fits. I don't know why, but oddly, he fits.
Ooh, I know why.
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to say it. So then we had...
Moving on?
So then we had Cora Jade versus Gigi Dolan. And they had a match. The only thing that I didn't like was Cora's new finisher is just the Death Rider. It's a double arm DDT, and it's like, give her a cool move. Like, give her a cool move. Like, give her something.
Like, I don't have one.
It's like she has like all of this aura and just like this something about her that's like really cool, and her finisher is just a double arm DDT. And it's like, give her something cool. Like, she's about to be like a huge breakout star. Give her something cool. They're like, no, we're just gonna give her the double arm DDT. It's like, what the fuck? Like, do better. Whatever, man. Whatever. Like, yeah. So then we get OTM, and they're out back, and they bump into Jada Parker, and Jada Parker is like, yo, you need my help. I can help you guys with everything and fix everything up. And I'm like, yep, I agree. You can fix everything. You make everything better. Yep, I totally agree. Everything she said, I agree with her. I didn't disagree in 1 cent. Everything she said, I agreed. Yep. So then we had Tank and Hank versus Axiom and Nathan Frazier. And Nathan Frazier and Axiom get the win, which I see them going very far in the tournament. I think
how many people are in this tournament?
It's 8 teams, and we're already down to the second round already. Well, actually, I don't think they're going to go far. Because they're facing Bartender and Braun Breaker next week. Or not even next week, in 2 weeks. So, yeah, they may lose that. This is a very short tournament, by the way.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I swear they said it was short. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, this is shorter than all of the other Dusty tag team tournaments because all the rest of the tournaments are literally like longer than this. This was very short. So
Like they last like months, if I'm not mistaken. No.
yeah, because like most of the first Dusty, the second Dusty, and the third Dusty took like at least 2 months to get through, because it was like 6 matches here, 6 matches there, blah blah blah. And it just was really long. So
Okay.
then we had BBC, and they were in the back, and some new girl shows up and starts not flirting with them, but talking to them. And next week they're gonna go against Trick and Mello. And then we had an LWO versus Chase U, which is Riley Osborne and Duke Hudson.
That's gonna be a cool team, I think.
Yes. And
The
then we had
power and the athleticism.
mm-hmm. Then we have the 20-woman battle royal to see who's the number one contender for Lyra Valkyria. And it's everybody on the roster except for JC Jane. And I'm very confused. Like I have no idea
He's
what
busy trying to like fix Chase U.
I think a title would be more important than Chase U. Like, come
It is. Like naturally it is, but storyline.
on. Yeah. So then we had Lexus King versus Dragon Lee. And Dragon Lee came out in a shirt, not in cool gear like he usually wears, just in a shirt. I was like, okay. And Dragon Lee beats Lexus King. Lexus King fucked him up a little bit, but Dragon Lee wins. And then Obafemi walks out with the contract, and he beats Dragon Lee. And he's now the new, first off, he's the youngest and also the new North American champion.
Not only did he beat Dragon Lee, he destroyed Dragon Lee though. Gotta
Yes.
point that out.
And it's funny how many people are like, I don't see this guy with power. This guy isn't really that or this. This guy isn't, he isn't that cool, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. It's like, no. You're wrong. Obafemi, from the first day I saw Obafemi wrestle, I was like, dog, he's got something. He's like Brock Lesnar. He's got something.
Yeah.
And he just destroyed Dragon Lee. And it was like, yeah, no. This is awesome. Like, this was really awesome. I loved it.
He's like, I don't know who to think of, but like Brock Lesnar for sure. I see Gunther just for like smashing people, like that chop he did.
Mm-hmm.
He fucked up dude's chest, and I don't know. I can't think of who, but someone with charisma, because he has charisma. Like he's a total package.
Yes, and the funny part is like he's so young that we haven't even scratched the surface of who he's going to be yet. Like, we're very far off on who he's going to be. Like, we're way off. So we don't know who he's going to be. But he's going to be somebody.
Soon.
Yes. So, in Ring of Honor, something happened that made me smile and very happy, because we have Athena. She's at the dojo. She's cutting this promo. And she's sitting there. She's all awesome and thinking, yeah, like there's nobody out here to beat me. And she's just doing her stuff, and like she's training with the girls, and she's just like, yeah, I'm gonna be the forever champion, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. And all of a sudden somebody puts their arm on her and they just say, surprise, bitch. Look, oh shit, it's Nyla Rose.
As soon as you said surprise, bitch, I knew who you talking about. Oh shit.
Nyla Rose kicked Athena's ass, and now she's number one contender for the title. I'm down for it. I
miss Nyla.
Yeah, me too. Like the only reason I'm not super mad that she's gone is because her Twitter presence is immaculate. Like, just her on Twitter is just like the best thing. But like, I do miss her in the ring, and now she's going to be on Ring of Honor. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
She wild on Twitter.
Yeah, she is, and I love it. I love it. But now she's going to be on Ring of Honor, who also has a women's television title. Yeah.
Do they have a champion yet, or like?
No. They didn't even start the tournament yet. The tournament is way off. So they're going to start the tournament eventually. They're going to start it eventually, and it's going to be a thing. And TNA got all new TNA belts for everybody. They got belts. The belts look better than they did. I'm not going to say they look better than the old TNA belts. Like, new TNA belts look good. Just, you know.
They look better than the Impact belts, put it that way.
Oh, yeah, of course. They look way better than the Impact belts.
Yeah.
Way better. Because the Impact belts was like,
They're okay, but yeah.
Yeah. These belts actually look really good. So I'm
in love with the tag team belts.
I like the world title belt, and somebody was like, where do you rank this world title belt? And just because like it looks different than every other world title belt, I rank it high. I rank it number 1 because it looks better than every other world title belt. WWE, AEW, New Japan, all of those. It's way higher than that. Because like they put some thought and care into the Impact or TNA title. Jesus, like I said, once they change the fucking TNA, I keep calling them fucking Impact. This is so fucked up.
And when they went to Impact, we kept calling them TNA. So
yeah,
we're gonna be fucked for a minute.
Basically, like fuck. But yeah,
the only titles I haven't seen yet. Maybe you already saw them with the knockout tag team titles.
I actually
have you seen them yet, or
I didn't see them yet because they didn't reveal them yet.
Oh, okay. Probably tomorrow. Before the pay-per-view.
Because like they're doing it every day until the pay-per-view, and the pay-per-view is on Saturday. So they definitely have a few more days. And Saturday is going to be filled with like so much fucking wrestling because it's going to be TNA's pay-per-view plus is going to be the New Japan pay-per-view, plus is going to be Collision at the same time. Like, they're all going to be on at the same time. So...
Isn't Battle of the Belts that day, or is it the day before?
No, Battle of the Belts is right after Collision. I just keep forgetting about Battle of the Belts because no matter what they put on there, even though Jericho and Sammy Guevara is on there, it still means nothing. That show means nothing. Like, it means nothing. I will not give them the clarification of, it means something. It means nothing. It means nothing. The show should be abolished. Nothing ever happens. No titles change. As I say that, watch they fucking put the tag titles on Jericho and Sammy, and that's going to be the worst thing they could ever do.
Oh no! Not only that, I see them giving Anna Jay the TBS title. I don't know why. I just bad omen.
They better the fuck not, because, dude, you have something special with Julia Hart, and you're gonna fuck that up by giving it to Anna Jay. Like, there's nothing wrong with Anna Jay. You have something special with Julia Hart, and it's like, yeah, no, that's not something you should do.
It's not cool.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
Like, let Julia Hart get on her run, and then give it to Anna Jay eventually. Well, as you were saying that, they did reveal the new TNA tag team champions for the women. They did reveal it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
you like them?
No. So yeah.
Oh shit.
Battle of the Belts is gonna suck because, you know. Also, like, here's the thing. If Eddie Kingston is going to fight Willie Yuta, why put it on Rampage instead of just putting it on Battle of the Belts? Like, you could put that on Battle of the Belts. I would have loved that. Like,
and so right now, that only has two title matches, right?
Yeah,
like,
and
you're supposed to have them do everything.
It's 3 titles. They only have 3 title matches, and every time they have title matches, none of them mean shit. It is like we had a tag title match, now we had a TBS title match, and they're gonna add one winner. They probably gonna add the TNT title. Like I really wish they would add the international title, but we have to. Here's the thing: we have to see how things play out on Rampage and then on Collision to find out what's going to happen on Battle of the Belts. But I really wish they would put Orange Cassidy versus Roderick Strong on Battle of the Belts, and Roderick beat Orange Cassidy. And I know people are like, well, you don't like Orange Cassidy? No, I like Orange Cassidy, and I like his reign as international champion. But it's Roderick Strong. Like, come on. Like, Roderick Strong is going to just destroy him. And plus, they just made the new Undisputed Kingdom. It's like, why not put the title on him? Just put the title on him and go from there. It's perfectly fine.
Yep. Because as of now, they only had the taking titles. So
exactly. And you put the title on him, which means everyone will start thinking that the next Omen is Wardlow. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm just saying, if I'm not mistaken, did or am I wrong? Didn't Samoa Joe fuck over Wardlow the last time they had beef? Didn't he fuck over Wardlow and just like screw the shit out of him, and Wardlow never got his revenge?
I think he fucked him over twice.
Yeah, see, so now that's just another drop in the bucket for Wardlow to fuck over. Listen, that's the crazy part about this fucking AEW World title. It's like every time the title shows up and they get a new champion, you get like 30 motherfuckers wanting to rip the fucking shit out of the champion. Like, they want that title. And like, first off, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, you just don't know who's going to have the title shot when. So it's harder to predict, like, what matches is coming up. You don't know shit. It's like, nah, fuck it. We're just going to throw everything in the wall. It's like, no. That's like, I want a bunch of challenges, but I want somebody to be like, I'm the next guy. And then you go from there because you got guys waiting in the ring. You're like, all right, cool. Like, that's the only thing I'm like that makes me like weirded out about the AEW style. And if somebody goes, they did that in other companies, they have done that in no other companies. They've done it in no other companies. They've never done that in TNA. They've never done that in NWA. They've never done that in New Japan. They've never done it. Like, they have one champion. Yes, there's other challenges later on, but it's one person. It's like, I'm going for the title. This is my thing. I'll see you guys later. All right, you see us later. And that one person is sitting there waiting for them to be done their match, and then they're going for the title. This one it's 4 motherfuckers going for this one person, and you can't have them all at one time. And it's like, it's not a bad thing, and we're not complaining about it. It's just like, it's different. It's completely different than anything that we're used to. And it's like, this is different, and it's like mind-boggling because I'm like, well, it should be this way. Like, you have one person that's like, no, we're going to have 99 challengers, and then we're going to pick one. And it's like, all right, whatever. I'm not complaining, but sure. All right, cool.
The thing they're going to bring up, like, as you said, how Samoa Joe screwed over Wardlow and all of that, like, he made him cut his hair and all the shit.
They're going to bring it up if we get to Wardlow and Samoa Joe. That's if we get to Wardlow and Samoa Joe. If Samoa Joe loses to Swerve, then we never get there. If Samoa Joe loses to Hangman, which I think he might, we'll still never get there. Like, we will never get to Samoa Joe Wardlow situation unless Samoa Joe still has the title. And like I said, I have no idea what's going to go on. Because, like, I feel like in my heart of hearts, I feel like it's going to go to Hangman, and then Hangman's going to wind up losing it to Swerve. That's how I feel. It's going to go to Hangman and then losing it to Swerve. That's what I feel.
Okay. I can see that too, actually.
Yeah, and like the Wardlow thing is like kind of feels like a non-factor, but at the same time, it's like Wardlow should be a factor, but everything is like lining up. There's like Wardlow's going to be a non-factor, and even if they hold it off long enough for Adam Cole to get healed, it still makes Wardlow still a non-factor. Like everything about this still makes him a non-factor because MJF is going to be back and it's going to be a big deal, but Wardlow will not be the champion at that time. So it's like it makes Wardlow a non-factor. Like if everything was in a different scenario in a different world, it'd be like, okay, Wardlow's going to be the champion. Definitely not now. Definitely not now. So yeah,
kind of gotta feel bad for Wardlow because he keeps getting screwed over.
I mean, I do too, but at the same time, it's like I feel like there's something missing, and he just hasn't found that missing thing to make him be like, he's definitely the champion. He's the champion. It's like something missing. It's like when that whole Max in like fuckery happened and like it blew up the whole Wardlow situation. It's like whatever magic was there, it just got sucked out of him and like it never came back and there's no way to find it. And that's like kind of sad.
It is.
Because like I really wish that he could find that magic, but it's gone. It's not coming back. And like if it comes back, I'll be like extremely surprised. But it's like it's not coming back. It's gone. So yeah, that's that. So yeah. So anything else?
Nope. Nothing to say.